Hey, shalom. Yahbashin Yahushua Barakatham to all the brothers. Yahweh Shema and Athan Bashin Yahushua to all the sisters. All right. It's the Israelite School, Universal Practical Knowledge. Start out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General YAHANNA. All right. I am Precinct Officer 500 MAGAZAR. All right. And we're going to kick off the Sabbath service. All right. Like we normally do every Saturday. All right. So with that, let's go ahead and get it started. La Yashala. All right, with that, I said I mind him. We're going to set up the prayer for the Sabbath service. First in Hebrew and next in English. All right. Well, upon your hakwadom means turn and face the east. All right. Repeat after me. Abanaw, Shabbat Shemayim, Nathananaw, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalakanaw, Kawawakanaw, Salaki. Abanaw, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Ayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakuka, Laba'ah, Razazakah, Ayah, I.S.U.P.K, Ba'aratazah, Kawa, Ayah, Bashamayim, Nathananaw, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalakanaw, Kawawakanaw, Kasalakanaw, Kawawakanaw, Wala'ah, Labiayanaw, Anasayawan, Ball, Hawashana, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Amalakwa, Wala'ala, Wakapara, La'ai, Walamim, Amam. In English, our Father, which art in heaven, holy be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. A cup. It's prayer for power. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'akashah, Nathananaw, a cup, La'rapa'ah, Kal Makala'ah, Wakal Marawah, a cup, Latahar, Hamatazarayim, a cup, Lahakwayam, Hamathiam, a cup, Al Rakawa, Hatama'ala, Lagarshan, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, water, Haman. In English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the leper, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahushua, thank you, so be it. Psalms 121, in the Hebrew, Asha'ah, Ayanya, Al-Hahari, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Azari, Ma'am, Yahweh, Ashah, Shemayim, Razazar, Al Yathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al Yanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'a, Yanawam, Wala Allah, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasarala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al Yad, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La Yakaka, Wayarak, Bala Yala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makaurai, Yashamar, Aknapashka, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Taza Afka, Wabawa Afka, Ma'ai, Wa'ai, I will long. In English, I will lift up my eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help coming from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will neither slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve he shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and forevermore. Psalms 83 in Hebrew. Alahayim, Al Dayamalaka, Al Dakarash, Wa Al Dashakwat, Al Kayab, Hana, Awiyabika, Yahaman Yawam, Wamasanayaka, Nasha'ah, Shalaki, Nasha'awa, Ra'ash, Al Imaka, Ya'iriyamwa, Ya'iriyamwa, Sawad, Wayataya, Slaki, Waya, Daya Aitazawa, Al Tasakawanyaka, Amarwa, Lakawa, Wanakakidam, Magalia, Wala'ala, Slaki, Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham Yasharala, Iwad, Katya, Nawa, Slaki, Nawa Atazawa, La, Yakadwa, Alyaka, Barya, Yakarathwa, Ahalya, Adawam, Wayasham, Slaki, Waya, Shayda, Wayasham, I Aliyam, Mawa'aba, Wahagari, Gabal, Wa'amawa, Slaki, Wa'amawa, Wa'amawan, Wa'amalak, Palashak, I'm Yashim, Slaki, I'm Yashabia, Taza War, Gum Asha War, Nalawa, Imam, Ayawa, Zarawai, Labunya, Lawat, Salah, Aishalaham, Kamadian, Kasaya Sara'ah, Kayabian, Banakal, Kayashwan, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayan Da'awa, Slaki, Ba'ayan Da'ara, Hayawa, Daman, La'adama, Shayatamwa, Nadamadwa, Ka'ira, Waka Abak, Waka Tazamana, Kal Tazayakamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Nayarashwa, it's like it, Nayarash, Nayarashah, Lanawa, it's like it, Na'awa, Alahayim, Alahayam, Shayatamwa, Kagalga, Kakwash, Lapunya, Lakal, Ka'ash, Dabara Ira, Yaira, Wakala, Waka, Lahaba, Dalahat, Agari, Salaki, Hari, Khan, Daradama, Basa Ira, Salaki, Basa Irika, Wabasa, Wapunya, Wapaka, Salaki, Wabasa Wa, Paka, Dabahawa, Dabahalam, Mala'a, Panyaham, Palawan, Wayabashwa, Slaki, Wayabakwashwa, Shamka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayabahawa, Ayai, Wayakaparwa, Wayabadwa, Wayadaiwa, Kaya, Ata, Shamka, Yahawa, Labadka, Al, Yawan, Al, Cow, Razazak. In the English, keep not thy silence, O my power. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O my power. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, tabernacles of Edom, and the Israelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Jabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assyrians also joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin at the brook of Kison, which perished at the door. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like a red and like Ze'ed. Yea, all their princes like Zabah and as Amunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of our power in possession. O my power, make them like the wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth a wood, as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempests, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Lord, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. Blessings in the Hebrew. Barak. Barak atah Yahweh wa Yahweh Shah. Wa Mayaka Allah. Wa Alahayim. Mazazabah Salaki. Mazazab Ya'ah. Alawap Yahanna. Ha Alawapim. Hasararium. Akwataza Yayam. Akayayaw. Haka Yayawim. Waha Akwapim. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, the water, Amah. In English, bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shah, and Michael, and the angels, commanding journey YAHANNA, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you, so be it. All right, SARS means turn. Yeshavia means to be seated. Right. All right. So today we're going to be reading out of the book of Numbers, chapter 23 and verse 1. All right, we're picking up from where we left off last week. All right. So if you have a sword, if you have a blue letter on your phone, you can read right along to see exactly where I'm at. All right. We're in the book of Numbers, chapter 23 and verse 1. All right. This is what we do every Saturday. All right. We We do the Sabbath service every Saturday, not like your Christian church. All right, your Christian church going praise God, singing, dancing, so-called catching the Holy Spirit, the Holy Ghost, shaking and foaming and, you know what I mean, juking and twerking inside of the Christian church, just making a mockery of, you know what I mean, serving the Lord. But this is the correct way of how to serve the Lord, all right, on a Sabbath day. All right, the Sabbath is between Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. It is not Sunday, all right? Sunday is not the seventh day, or is it the Sabbath day? All right. So we want to make sure that we clarify that. This is what you're supposed to be doing throughout your generations. All right. If you're going to serve the Lord the correct way, not what you think that how he should be served. All right. The Lord is telling you how to do this. All right. He's telling you to keep the Sabbath. All right. So, like you want to. All right, Salaki, it was kind of dark in here. A little bit more light so I can be able to read these scriptures. All right. So we are in the book of Numbers, chapter 23 and verse 1. All right. And we're going to start that in the Hebrew first. All right. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 23 and verse 1. Waya Amar Bala'aim Al Balak. It's like Al Balak. Bana. Bana Laya Bazar Shabai Mazab Salaki Mazab Kaf Mazab Salaki Mazabak Wahakan Salaki Wahakan Laya Bazar Shabai Parayam Washa Baai Ayalayam. Verse 2. Waya Asha. It's like a Wayash. Wayaash. Balak. Kaashar. All right. The bar. Bala'aim. Waya'al. Balak. Wabala'aim. Parah. Apar. Salaki. Wa'ayam. Salaki. Wa'ayal. Bamazabak. Mazabak. Verse 3. Waya Amar. Bala'aim. Labalak. Hataya. Hata. Ha. Tayatzazab. Ha. Tayatzazab. Al. Alatak.
wala aka awalaya yakor lakara yakara Yahweh lakara thaya wadabar ma yara anaya. Slaki. Let me say that again. Ma yara naya yara anaya wahaga dathaya lak waya lak shapaya. Verse 4. Wayakara alahayam salaki al balaim waya amar ala yawa ath shaba'ith hamazab salaki ha mazabakath arakayath salaki ira kathaya salaki wa al par wa ayal ba mazabak. Verse 5. Wayasham Yahweh the bar bapaya balaim waya amar shawab al balak wakar salaki wakar thought a bar. Verse 6. Wayashab ala yawa wahana nazab al alatawa hawa wakal sharaya mawa'ab. It's like mawa'aba. Verse 7. Wayasha'a mashalawa waya amar man aram yana kanaya balak malak. It's like malak mawa'aba ha'ara raya kwadam laka ara laya la iqua. I mean, it's like it yaiqua ya iqua walaka za'ima yasharala. Verse 8. Ma aqua la'a kwaba al wa ma aza'im I mean la'a za'im Yahweh. Verse 9. Kaya mara asha tazarayam ira anay slaki ira nawa wa magab iwath asha waranawa han aim la the bar slaki la bada yashakan wabagawa yum la'a yatak Yathak, Slaki, Watha, Kashab. All right. Verse 10. Maya, Mana, Apar, Ya'iquab, Wamasapar, Ath, Rabbi, Yasharala, the Moth, Napasha, Napashiyah, Mayath, Slaki, Mawath, Yasharayam, Wata, Haya, Akara Ya, the Ya, Kamawawa, Slaki, Kama, Hawa, verse 11, Waya Amar, Balak, Al, Bala'aim, Ma, Ashayath, La Ya, Laqua, Slaki, Laqua, Ayabaya, Laqak, Laqak, Tayak, Wahanna, Barakath, Barak, verse 12, Waya Ain, Waya Amar, Hala'ah, Ath, Ashar, Yashayam, Yahweh, Bapaya, Athawa, Ashamar, Ladabar, verse 13, Waya Amar, Alayawa, Balak, Lak, Na'ah, Laka, Na'ah, Athaya, Al, Makwa, Wam, Makwa Wam, Akar, Ashar, Dara'ah, Nawa, Masham, Apasa, Quatza, Hawa, Dara'ah, Wakalawa, La'ah, Dara'ah, Wakwaba, Nawa, Laya, Masham, verse 14, Wayakwak, Hawa, Shadah, Tazapa Yum, Al, Ra'ash, Hapasa, Gua, Man, Gaha, Wayaban, Shabai, Ma, Zabakath, Ma, Zabakath, Waya'al, Para, Wa'ayal, Salaki, Ba, Mazabath, Salaki, Ma, Salaki, Ba, Mazabach, verse 15, Waya Amar, Al, Balak, Hadayah, Tazab, Ka, Al, Alathak, Wa'a, Nakaya, Akwara, Ka. All right. So we're going to stop at 15 and we're going to pick back up at 16. All right. And we're going to read that back from verse 1. All right. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 23 and verse 1 in the English. And Bala'ah, Salaki, and Balaam said unto Balak, build me here 7 altars, and prepare me here 7 oxen and 7 rams. And Balak did as Balaam had spoke, and Balak and Balaam offered on every altar a bullock and a ram. And Balaam said unto Balak, stand by thy burnt offering, and I will go. Peradventure the Lord will come to meet me, and whosoever he sheweth me, I will tell thee. And he went to an high place. Verse 4. And the Most High met Balaam, and he said unto him, I have prepared 7 altars, and I have offered unto every altar a bullock and a ram. Verse 5. And the Lord put a word in Balaam's mouth, and said, return unto Balak, and thus thou shalt speak. And he returned unto him, and lo, he stood by his burnt sacrifice, he and all the princes of Moab. Verse 7. And he took up his parable and said, Balak, the king of Moab, had brought me from Aram out of the mountains of the east, saying, come, curse me, Jacob, and come defy Israel. Verse 8. How shall I curse who the Most High have not cursed? Or how shall I defy whom the Lord have not defiled? Verse 9. For the top of the rocks I seen him, and from the hills I behold him. Lo, the people shall dwell alone, and shall not be reckoned among the nations. Who can count the dust of Jacob, and the number of all the fourth part of Israel? Let him die the death of the righteous, and let my last end by like his. Salahi. Verse 11. And Balak said unto Balaam, what hast thou done unto me? I took thee to curse my enemies, and behold, thou hast blessed them all altogether. Verse 12. And he answered and said, must I not take heed to speak that which the Lord hath put in my mouth? Verse 13. And Balak said unto him, come, I pray thee with me unto another place, from whence thou mayest see them. Thou sayest, thou shalt see but the utmost part of them, and shall not see them all, and curse them from thence. Salaki. Verse 14. And he brought him into the field of Zophim, to the top of Pisgah, and built 7 altars, and offered a bullock and a ram on every altar. Verse 15. And he said unto Balak, stand here by the burnt offerings, while I meet the Lord yonder. All right. So we're going to jump back to verse 16 in the Hebrew. All right. All right. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 23 and verse 16. In the Hebrew, Wayakwar, Yahweh, Al, Bala'im, Wayasham, Dabar, Bapa Yawah, Waya Amar, Shawab, Al, Balak, Waka, the bar, Salaki, the bar, verse 17. Waya Ba'a, Alayawa, Wahanawa, Natazal, Al, Alatawa, Washara Ya, Ma, Wa'aba, Atawa, Waya Amar, Lawa, Balak, Madabar, Yahweh, verse 18. Waya Sha'ah, Mashalawa, Waya Amar, Quawam, Balak, Washamai, Ha'azah, Yana, Ariyah, Ban Yawa, Tazapawar, verse 19. La'ah, Ayash, Al, Wayakazal, Waban, Adam, Waya the Naya Slaki, Waya the Na Kam, Ha, Hawa'a, Amar, Wala'a, Ya'isha, Wadabar, Wala'a, Yakoya, Mana, verse 20. Hana, Barak, Lakwa, Kathaya, Wadabar, Salaki, Wabarak, Wala'a, Ashiyah, Salaki, Ashiyah, Bana, verse 21. La'ah, Habayata, Awan, Bayai Kwab, Wala'ah, Ra'ah, Amalah, Bayashirala, Yahweh, Allahayam, Salaki, Allahawa, Allah, Hayawa, Amar, Salaki, Amawa, Wata, Rawa, Ath, Malak, Bawa, verse 22. Al, Mawatazah, Ya'im, Mataz, Slaki, Matazara, Yum, Matazarayim, Katawa, Apath, Ra'im, Lawa, verse 23. Kaya, La'ah, Nakash, Baya Wala'ah, Kwasama, Bayasharala, Kwa'ai, Ya'amar, Laya Slaki, Laya Kwab, Walaya, Walaya Sha'ala, Pa'al, Al, verse 24. Han Aim, Kalabaya, Baya'a, Yakowam, Wa Ka'araya, Wa Ka'araya. Yathan, Sha'ah, La'ah, Yashakab, Ith, Slaki Id, Ya'ikal, Sarap, Wadam, Kala, Layam, Yashatha, verse 25, Waya Amar, Balak, Al, Bala'ai, Gum, Quab, La'ah, Dakwa, Bawa, Da, Quabunya, Slaki, my bad, Dakwa, Banawa, Gum, Barak, La'ah, Dabara Nawa, verse 26. Waya Ain, Bala'ain, Waya Amar, Al, Balak, Hala'ah, Dabar, the Yah, Alayak, La'amar, Kal, Ashar, Yadabar, Yahweh, Athawa, Aisha, verse 27. Waya Amar, Balak, Al, Bala'aim, Laka, Na'ah, Aqua, Slaki, Aqua, Kak, Al, Makawam, Akar, Awalaya, Yashar. All right, but Yanaya, Ha'alaha, Yum, Alahayim, Wa, Kwaba, the Wa, Laya, Masham, verse 27. Waya Kwak, Kwalak, Ath, Bala'ain, Ra'asha, Hapa'ai, War, Hanasha Kwap, Al, Panya, Hayasha, Hayash, Yaman, verse 27. Waya Amar, Bala'ain, Al, Balak, Bana, Laya, Bazar, Shaba'ah, Ma, Zabakath, Wahakan, Laya, Bazar, Shaba'ai, Parayam, Washa, Ba'ai, Ayalayam, verse 30. Waya Aisha, Balak, Ka'ashar, Amar, Bala'ain, Waya'al, Parah, Wa'a, Yao, Ba, Mazabak. All right. So that is the end of chapter 23. And we're going to go ahead and pick it up in the English. All right. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 23 and verse 16. And the Lord met Balaam and put a word in his mouth and said, Go again unto Balak and say thus. Salaki. And say thus, verse 17. And when he came to him, behold, he stood by his burnt offering, and the prince of Moab went with him. And Balak said unto him, what hath the Lord spoken? Verse 18, and he took up his parable and said, rise up, Balak, and hear, hearken unto me, thou son of Zippor. Verse 19, the Most High is not a man that he should lie, neither the Son of Man that he should repent. Hath he said, and shall he not do it? Or hath he spoken? Or have he spoken, and shall he not make it good? Verse 23, verse 20, Salaki. Behold, I will receive commandments to bless, and he have blessed, and I cannot reverse it. Verse 21, he have not beheld iniquity in Jacob, neither have he seen perverseness in Israel. The Lord, his power is with him, and the shout of a king is among them. Salakia. Verse 22. The Most High brought them out of Egypt. He have as it were the strength of a unicorn. Verse 23. Surely there is no enchantment against Jacob, neither is there any divination against Israel. According to this time, it shall be said of Jacob and of Israel, what have the Most High wrought? Verse 24, behold, the people shall rise up as a great lion and lift up himself as a young lion. He shall not lie down until he eat of the prey and drink the blood of the slain. Verse 25, and Balak said unto Balaam, neither curse them at all, nor bless them at all. Verse 26, but Balaam answered and said unto Balak, told not I thee, saying, all that the Lord speaketh, that I must do. Verse 27, and Balak said unto Balaam, come, I pray thee, I will bring thee unto another place. Peradventure it will please the Most High, that thou mayest curse me then from thence. Verse 28, and Balak brought Balaam unto the top of Peor, that looketh toward Jishaman. Verse 29, and Balaam said unto Balak, build me here 7 altars, and prepare me here 7 bullocks and 7 rams. Verse 30, and Balak did as Balaam had said, and offered a bullock and a ram on every altar. Salaki. All right. Now we're going to pick up at verse 24. All right. All right. All right. Making sure that's recording. All right. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 24 and verse 1 in the Hebrew. Wayara'ah, Bala'aim, Kaya, Tawab, Salaki, Tawab, Ba'ai, Yanaya, Yahweh, Ladabak, Salaki, Labarak, Ath, Yasharala, Wala'ah, Halak, Kapa'aim, Ba Pa'aim, Lakara'ath, Nakashim, Wayashath, Al, Hamadabar, Punyawa, verse 2, Wayasha'ah, Bala'aim, Ath, Ayana Yahweh, Slagi, Ath, Ayana Yahweh, Wayara'ah, Ath, Yasharala, Shakan, Lashab, Tayawa, Wata Haya, Alayawa, Rawak, Alahayam, Shalaki, Alahayam, verse 3, Waya Sha'ah, Mashalawa, Waya Amar, Na'aim, Bala'aim, Banawa, Ba'ira, Shalaki, Wana'aim, Hagabar, Shatham, Ha'ayan, verse 4, Na'aim, Shemai, Amar, Al, Ishar, Makazah, Makazah, Shadiyah, Yakazah, Nepal, Slaki, Napala, Wagala, Waya, Ayanayam, verse 5, Ma, Tabawa, Alahayak, Yaiqab, Ma, Slaki, Mashak, Mashak, Natha, Yasharala, verse 6, Kana, Kalayam, Natayawa, Ganath, Aliyah, Nahar, Ka'ahal, Ka'ahalayam, Ka'alahayam, Nata'ai, Yahweh, Ka'ara, Ka'arazayam, Aliyah, Mayam, verse 7, Yazal, Yazalah, Slaki, Yazal, Mayam, Mada, La Yawa, Wazara, Iwa, Bamayam, Rabayam, Slaki, Wayaram, Ma'agaga, Malakawa, Watan, Sha'ah, Malaka Tawa, verse 8, Al, Mawatazar, Ya'awa, Matazarayam, Matazarayam, Katha, Slaki, Kathawa, I Path, Ra'aim, Lawa, Wa'akal, Gawayom, Tazara Yawa, Wa'ai, Taza Mathayahaim, Home, Slaki, Wa'ai, Taza Mathayaham, Yagaram, Wakataza Yawa, Yamakataza. Verse 9, Karai, Shakab, Ka'araya, Wakal, Baya'a, Maya, Yakwaya, Manawa, Mabarak, Yak, Bara, Wak, Wa'ara, Wa, Ira, Rayak, Ira Wak. It's like an Ira Ra, Ira War. Verse 10. Wayakar, Apa, Balak, Al, Bala'ain, Wayasapak, Ah, Kapayawa, Waya Amar, Balak, Al, Bala'ain, Lakab, Ayabaya, Kara'a, Dayak, Wahana, Barakath, Barak, Za, Shalash, Pa'ai, Mayam. Verse 11. Wa'aitha, Barak, Lak, Al, Makwa, Ma, Kwawamak, Amar, the Ya, Amarthia, Kabad, Akab, Thak, Salaki, Akaba, Thak, Salaki, Wahana, Mana Aik, Wana Aka, Yahweh, Makabo Wad, verse 12, Waya Amar, Bala'aim, Al, Balak, Hala'ah, Gum, Al, Mala'akayak, Ashar, Shalakath, Alayah, Dabar the Yah, La Amar, verse 13, Aim, Yathan, Layah, Balak, Bala'ah, Baya Tawa, Kasab, Wazahab, La'ah, Awakal, La'aibar, Ath, Panya, Yahweh, La'ai, Shawath, Tawab, Tawabah, Awa, Ra'aim, Salaki, Ra'ai, Malabaya, Ashar, Yadabar, Yahweh, Adabar, verse 14, Wa'aitha, Hana Naya, Hawalak, La'amaya, Laka, Ayah, Ayai, Tazak, Ishar, Yaisha, Ha'aim, Hazahah, La'amite, Slakin, La'amite, La'amak, Ba'akarath, Hayama, Hayah, Mayam, verse 15, Waya Sha'ah, Mashalawa, Waya Amar, Na'aim, Bala'aim, Banawa, Ba'ira, Wana'aim, Hagabar, Shatham, Ha'ayan, verse 16. All right, we'll start right there and we'll get it back. We'll pick back up at verse 16. All right, this is the book of Numbers, chapter 24 and verse 1. And when Balaam, it's like and when Balaam, it's like and when Balaam saw that it pleased the Lord to bless Israel, he went not, as at other times, to seek the enchantment, but he set his face toward the wilderness. Verse 2. And Balaam lifted up his eyes, and he saw Israel abiding in his tents, according to their tribes. And the Spirit of the Most High came upon him. Verse 3. And he took up his parable and said, Balaam, the son of Beor, have said, and the man whose eyes are open have said, verse 4, he have said, which heard the words of the Most High, which saw the visions of the Almighty, fall into a trance, but having his eyes open. How good, Slacky, how goodly are thy tents, O Jacob, and the tabernacles of O Israel. Verse 6. As the valleys are they spread forth as gardens by the riverside, as the trees of lying aloes, which the Lord hath planted, and as cedar trees beside the water. Verse 7. He shall pour the water out of the buckets, and his seed shall be in the many waters, and his king shall be higher than Agag, and his kingdom shall be exalted. Verse 8. The Most High brought him forth out of Egypt. He have as it were the strength of an unicorn. He shall eat up the nations, his enemies, and and shall break their bones and pierce them through the through with his arrows. Verse 9. He crouched, he lie down as a lion, as a great lion, who shall stir him up. Blessed is he that bless thee, and curses thee. It's like it curses he that cursed thee. And Balak's anger was kindled against Balaam, and he smote his hand together. And Balak said unto Balaam, I called thee to curse my enemies, and behold, Thou hast altogether blessed them these 3 times. Verse 11. Therefore, now flee thou to thy place. I thought to promote thee unto a great honor, but lo, the Lord have kept thee back from honor. Verse 12. And Balaam said unto Balak, spake I not also to thy messenger which thou sentest unto me, saying, verse 13, if Balak will give me his house full of silver and gold, I cannot go beyond the commandment of the Lord to do either good or bad of my own mind, but which the Lord saith, that will I speak. Verse 14, and now, behold, I go unto my people. Come therefore, and I will slacking verse, and I will adverse thee what this people shall do to thy people in the latter days. Verse 15. And he took up his parable and said, Balaam, the son of Beor, have said, and the men whose eyes are open have said. All right. Now we're going to pick back up at verse 16. In the Hebrew. All right. All right. Make sure we're in the right one. 24. All right. All right. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 24, verse 16. Okay. Now Ayin, Shammai, Amariah, Al, Wayadai, Salaki, Wayadai, the Ith, Alayawam, Alayawan, Ma, Kazah, Shadayah, Yakazah, Nepal, Salaki, Napala, Wagala, Waya, Ayanayam, verse 17. Ira'ah, Nawa, Wala'ah, Aitha, Aishawar, Nawa, Wala'ah, Kwa Rabah, the rock, Kawakab, Maya Iquab, Waquam, Shabbat, Maya Sha'ala, Wama Katazah, Ba'ai the Yah, Mawa'aba, Wakura, Korah, Kal, Bunya, Shath, verse 18, Wahaya, Adawam, Warashah, Yarashah, Wahaya, Yarashah, Sha'ai, Yara, Ayabayawa, Wayasharala, Aisha, Kaya, Slaki, Kaya, verse 19, Waya Rada Maya I Slaki Ma Yaquab Ma Yaquab Waha Ba'a Slaki Waha Abayad Shariyad Ma'ai Yara, verse 20. Wayara Imalak, Waya Asha, Slaki, Waya Sha'a, Mashalawa, Waya Amar, Ra'asha, Yath, Gawayam, Amalak, Wa'akara, Yathawa, Idea, Abad, verse 21. Waya Ath, Hakwaya Naya, Waya Sha'a, Mashalawa, Waya Amar, Ayathan, Mawa Shabak, Washayam, Basala, Kwanak, verse 22. Kaya, Ain, Yahaya, Laba Ira, Kwayan, Id Ma, Aishawar, it's like Ashawar, Dashabak, verse 23. Waya Amar, Waya Sha'a, Washalawa, Waya Amar, Awaya, Maya, Yahaya, Slaki, Yakaya, Masha Mawa, Al, verse 24. Watazam, Mada, Kataya, Wa'ai Nawa, Ashawar, Wa'ai Nawa, Ibar, Wagam, Hawa'a, Idea, Abar, verse 25. Wayaquam, Bala'ain, Wayalak, Wayashab, Lahaqua, Laha Slaki, Lama Kwamawa, Wagam, Balak, Halak, Ladara, Kawa. All right. Now in the English, this is the verse. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 24 and verse 16. He have said, which heard the words of the Most High, and knew Slaki, and knew the knowledge of the Most High, which saw the visions of the Almighty, falling into the trance, but having his eyes open. Verse 17. I said, I seen him, Slaki. I shall see him, but not now. I shall behold him, but not nigh. There shall come a star out of Jacob, and a scepter shall rise out of Israel, and shall smite the corners of Moab, and destroy all the children of Ship. And Edom shall be a possession. It shall be a possession. Seir also shall be a possession for his enemies, and Israel shall do vanity, Salakia. Verse 19. Out of Jacob shall come he that shall have dominion and shall destroy him that remnant, Salakia, that remaineth of the city. And when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nation, but his later days, Salakia, and his later end shall be that he perish from forever. Verse 21. And he looked on Kenites and took up his parable and said, strong is thy dwelling place, and thou puttest thy nest in a rock. Nevertheless, the Kenites shall be waste until Assur shall carry thee away captive. And he took up his parable and said, Alice, who shall live when the Most High doeth this? And ships shall come from the coast of Katim, and shall afflict Assur, and shall afflict Eber, and he also shall perish forever. And Balaam rose up and went and returned to his place, and Balak also went his way. All right. So that is the end of the chapter. And we're going to pick back up next week in Numbers chapter 25 and verse 1. All right. So with that, that's going to conclude the Sabbath service. La Yashala. All right, we're going to set up the prayers. With that, I said Amidium, which means to stand. Upon your Hakodam means to turn and face the east. Wherever your east is, that's where you're going to turn. All right. We're going to set up the prayers in the Hebrew and then the English. All right. Abanaw, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, I.S.U.P.K, Yahweh, Malakuka, Laba'ah, Razazakah, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'arazazah, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nathanael, Lakam, Kal, Yawan, Wasalakinawa, Slaki, Wasalakinawa, Kawawak Yinawa, Slaki, Kawawak Nawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kawawak Yanawa, Wala'ah, Dabiyah Nawa, Manasayawan, Ball, Hawashah Nawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Habalakwa, Wala'ala, Walakapara, La'ai, Walamim, Aman. In English,
Our Father, which art in heaven, holy be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. So be it. All right, this is a cup, prayer for power. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'akashah, Nathanael, a cup, Lara Pa'ah, Kal Makalah, Wakal Marawa, a cup, La Tahar, Hamatzazarian, a cup, La Hakoyam, a Mathian, a cup, Al Rakarwa, Hatama'ala, Garshan, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, the water, Aman. In English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirit, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you. So be it. Psalms 121. All right, in the Hebrew, Asha'ah, Ayanya, Al-Hahariya, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Azariah, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Ashah, Shamayam, Wa'arazah, Al-Yathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al-Yanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayasham, Shawamar, Yasharala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al-Yah, Yayanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ayaka, Wayarat, Bala Yalah, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makarai, Yashamar, Al-Napashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'aka, Wabawa'aka, Ma'aika, Wa'ai, in English. I will lift up my eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. Slaki. The Lord shall preserve thee, thy going out, and thy coming in from this time forth and forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Al Damayelaka, Al Dakarash, Wa Al Dashakwat, Al Kayahana, Awab Yaka, Yahamam, Wahama, Yawan, Wamashanayaka, Nasha Ira, Ra'ash, Al Ainuka, Ya'ira Yahwa, Sawad, Wayataya, Aitazawar, Al Tazapawanyaka, Amarwa, Lakawa, Wanakakidam, Magaria, Wala'ah, Yazakar, Sham Yasharala, Aiwad, Kaya, Nawa'ai Tazawar, La, Yakarwa, Auyaka, Warya, Yakarathwa, Ahawya, Adawam, Wayashamai, Alayam, Mawa'aba, Wahagarian, Gabal, Wa'aimawan, Wa'aimalak, Palashak, I'm Yashabia, Tazawar, Gum Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zarawai, Labanya, Lawat, Salah, Aisha Laham, Kamayim, Kasa Yasa, Sara'ah, Kayabim, Banakar, Koyashwan, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayan, Slaki Ba'ayan, Da'ara, Hayawa, Daman, La Adama, Shayatanwa, Nadayabwa, Ka'ira, Ka'ira, Wakaza Abba, Wakaza Bak, Wakaza Slaki, Waka Tazalmanai, Ka Tasayakamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Nayarashad, Nanawa, Atha, Na'awa, Allahayim, Allahaya, Shayatanwa, Kagawala, Kakwash, Lapanya, Rakab, Kayash, make like Kaash, Dabara Yaira, Waka, Lahaba, Talahat, Agarian, Slaki, Harian, Khan, Daradatma, Basa Ira, Slaki, Basa Ira Yaka, Basa Iraka, Wabasa Wapangaka, Dabahalam, Mala'ah, Panyaham, Palawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shamka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayabahawa, Ya'ai, Wayakaparwa, Wayabawa, Wayadaiwa, Kaya, Ata, Shamka, Yahawa, Labadka, Al, Yawam, Al, Kal, Ha'arataza. In the English, keep not thy silence, O my power. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O my power. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Israelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Jabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with an inheritance of Tyre. The Assyrians also joined with them. They had hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisir, as to Jabin at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as dawn for the earth. Make their nobles like a red and like Zeid. Yea, all their princes of the Baal and as Amunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of our power and possessions. O my power, make them like the wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth a wood, as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy temper, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Lord, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. All right, blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh wa Yahweh Shah. Wa Mayaka Allah, wa Allahaya. Matza Zabah, Slaki Matza Zabah. Matza Zab Ya'ah. Alawak Yahanna. Ha Allahayim, Slaki. Ha Alawapim. Ha Sararium. Ha Quatzah. Ha Quatzah Yayam. Hakayah, Hakayah, Yahweh, Waha Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, the water, Aman. In English, bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shah, and Michael, and the angels, Commander General YAHANNA, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you. So be it. All right. SARS means the term. And that concludes the Sabbath service.